This video was created on January 19th, 2022 and has the latest version of AllTrails, which changes from time to time. So we're updating our video. First part is obviously download the app onto your phone. And once you have that app, you're going to click on your app. And when you first come on, you are going to have your home page. This page is great, especially for finding hikes, planning your hikes, etc. So the first thing is your homepage is going to have recommendations. You can kind of scroll down and see they have top trails, family friendly, views, etc. You can browse by activity type, dog friendly trails, and so forth. All right, so that's one way to find hikes near you. Another one, you can search if you know the name of a local park, if you know the name of the trail, you can search for that trail on here. I'm going to go ahead and not go into the details of that one because that's pretty self-explanatory, but let's go into the filtering. The filtering is great, especially if you're looking for something within a certain length, elevation gain, rating, difficulty level, activity type, attraction type, suitability, what kind of a route, traffic, and all of that good stuff. So for today's training, I'm going to show you one that is under 3 miles, especially if you're just starting out. We recommend to start with like 3 miles. I'm not going to put in here elevation gain, but we definitely recommend starting out with like under 1,000 elevation gain, just because you don't want to, go up a really steep hill when you're first starting out. So I'm going to say 1,000 feet max. I want this hike to be dog friendly because I want to bring my dog. So now it's going to show me see trails. I'm going to search for trails. It's going to bring up these different trails. Okay. So for purposes of today, I'm going to pretend I'm going to the Sulphur Creek Reservoir Park. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And once I click on that listing, it's going to open it up and it's going to give us a ton of information regarding that specific hike. So first thing is you can click show more to read up their description. You can learn about the trail length, the elevation gain, what kind of a trail it is. It shows you a little map and it gives you a lot of other details, description, getting there, who's the contact information for that park, the weather, all of the good stuff here, reviews, photos, etc. Okay, so going back to this, you can, the map I really love, and I'm going to kind of quickly go into how to use the map. The map here shows you the red is the actual trail for this specific hike that we've put in. It's 1.8 miles and it's going around the lake. Okay, the cool thing is this profile down below here. Let's go back to that. Okay. So this map here is going to allow you to see yourself from the beginning of the trail, which is that little green dot. You see that green and black dot there, and then you can see this person went around this way. So if you ever find yourself off trail, your little blue dot will be elsewhere, and then you can kind of navigate back to the trail. Okay, but this is good to know how to research this elevation profile here, because what happens sometimes is it's an out and back trail, but it's only one way. So if the 1.8 miles could be like one way here, that's 1.8 miles. And then you need to double that to confirm your hike is actually, in fact, under 2 miles and not 4 miles. Okay, so this is just good to see, hey, this is a full trail loop here. Okay. So that's a good thing pre-planning, and then you can also see local trails nearby. So if you decided to go, once you hit up the end of the trail, if you want to go down another trail, you know how to get back to your car. All right, so I'll show you some other cool things here. Directions. This opens up directions in your Apple Maps, for example, a Google Maps, I like using Apple Maps. That is going to give me directions from my house to the trailhead start, which was that little green and blue dot that I talked about earlier. So it's 10 minutes away. It gives me driving directions to the starting point, which is awesome. Is just one of my favorite things about going and using AllTrails. All right, so once you, before you get on the trail, and the reason why we recommend Pro is because you can download the map. And so if you go offline, you're able to still view that exact map that I showed you. So for today, I'm gonna show you, just click download. You tell it what kind of a map you want. I always use the AllTrails version. So you click on that, you let it, it'll turn green. You'll see in a moment here. Once it's done downloading. So it's starting to download, and let's give it a few minutes to, there it is, it's downloaded, okay? So now that I have it downloaded, I'll show you how to get to it in a moment. You're also able to share this map with someone or share this hike with someone if you want to meet them there, etc. So this is a great tool. All right, so let's go back out and let's say, okay, we're gonna go do this hike. The next steps are you're gonna, once you get your directions, you can go into your saved list and you go to downloads, and it should be in your list of hikes. As you can see, it's coming up. And a really cool thing is you could do the start navigating. So once you get there, pretend we're down here, we got to our hike, we've parked. You can start the navigator, and then that will record your time, your distance. Obviously, I'm not there right now. Your elevation gain. You're able to send a lifeline here to someone. This is where, for example, let's say I'm going to get started on a hike before I leave my house. I could turn it on. I could let someone know where I'm going, what activity I'm doing, what time I'm starting, what time I'm ending, the person, send them a message, and then you hit the little button up at the upper right-hand corner that says send, and that lets them know. When you finish your hike, you basically finish, and then you're able to also send a message to someone in addition to reviewing your hike. So these are all cool little, just for purposes of getting through the screen. Let's get out of here. It had a little checkout button. All right, so that's the downloads section. But this little saved bar at the bottom has other things. It has your downloads, it has your activities. So here I can track the hike I just did. It shows me completed hikes that I've done. And I really like this lists. So I can create a new list. But for example, I'm saying 52 Hike Challenge 2022. I'm adding in here all of the hikes I've completed so far this year. And this helps me to track my challenge. So as I'm going through, I can go, hey, how many hikes have I been on so far? So that's another really cool feature. Let me just show you how to do that. When you basically go up to your, okay, sorry about that. Okay, so let's pretend we did West Ridge Trail, which I actually did do the other day. So I could click on it, on that little, like, it's like a little marker, and then you just say add to this list. So I just added it to my 2022 list. So the most important thing is to download your maps, which is why we recommend AllTrails Pro. This navigation bar, it actually also shows me, like, local to my home. I'm able to explore. Maybe I see a trail somewhere. You can start without a route. It'll record your activity so you know where you are at all times. Again, if you have the free version, you are not allowed to download the maps, but I believe you're still able to track as long as you have Wi-Fi. So that is why we recommend upgrading to the Pro. Let me know if you have any other questions, and we are here for you. Please check us out at www.52hikechallenge.com. Tell your friends about us. And if you have any questions, let us know. And we hope this video was helpful. Thanks.